Yeah. I'm ready.
There's the link.
Sweet.
Bit crazy for that one. They wildin' for that one. Fucking Brahms?
Brahms, dude.
Fucking
Yeah,
Brahms?
Listen, people find Brahms really sexy too. I can understand,
He's
but
a
also
man
not really.
child.
Yeah, that's why I don't. Like, the physicality is there, and I can understand that. Also, the doll thing, ahaha. But he's a man child, so I don't really know. I'm not too into it like that. You gotta tuck his bitch ass in. Anyway, go on Twitter.
I will pay to have Candyman in this game.
Man, I will pay to have Chucky.
I'll pay for Ghostface.
The fucking the flexibility. Like, dude, you can have fucking the doll, Charles, or naked Chucky. Like, come on. Now come on. Hate to see it. Anyway.
I'm changing the thumbnail real quick. Dude, he's not in the game yet. There's currently, since it is the beta, there's currently only one killer in the game. Changing the thumbnail to the slasher dating sim art. That just snagged off the Twitter.
Let's go. Is that what it's called? Just a slasher dating
A slasher dating sim.
Okay.
How are you doing on the quest for the Slussy? You fucking know it, man. How are you doing, Rat? How are you doing, John? How are you doing, Crab? And how are you doing, Uncle? We're on the quest for the Slussy and complaining about the poll that has been brought to this game. You're working? To be fair, it's kind of hard to get the rights to these characters. That's I think that's pretty much why he's releasing this game for free.
It's non-profit. It's a fan game. But okay, listen. I'm gonna post the poll in here. Please, guys, I need you to tip the scales for Chucky and Candyman so bad. Like, this is sad. Who is winning right now? Give me a hot minute.
I need to change my tweet real quick.
Got it. I don't know if we should at the devs.
I did, but I'm fixing it.
Got you. I'm not.
I did, but then I deleted that tweet. I would use the hashtag though.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is such a mess right now, guys. Who are we gonna date? Currently, we will be dating Jason. Jason is the only one that's in the game right now. Since this is only a beta. But if I could date any of them, since Ghostface is in the game, I'm gonna go to the second best, the Miner.
I'm pretty positive they're gonna add Ghostface though. They've been hinting towards it
Have
in
they?
their comments. Yeah,
Baller.
that's why he's not on the poll.
Good. But I'm gonna pull up this poll real quick.
What's the hashtag?
Slasher dating sim.
Okay.
Let me look. Let me see if it's a slasher dating sim. It is, the hashtag is slasher dating sim, not a. Let me drag
Words capitalized.
let me drag this over here so you guys can take a look at this. Display cap.
With the words capitalized.
Doesn't matter. But they're not capped if it does matter.
Okay.
Just in
Slash
case.
dating sim. Just in case.
So we're looking at these.
Slash dating sim.
We're looking at these. We're looking at these. These are these top 3 slasher picks. And since I've already voted, I can't really vote anymore. Yeah, I've already voted. And those were my 3 picks. Tell me why the Sinclair brothers, the fucking Tommy Hewitt and Billy Lenz are number 1, 2, and 3. And Candyman, Bateman, and motherfucking, he's not even Chucky, are like down low. You got me fucked up for Tommy Hewitt and the Sinclair brothers. Tommy Hewitt,
He's already in the game.
he's already in the game. Why is he
Like,
here?
He's gonna be a Leatherface skin. So like, unless they're planning to make him a whole different character, but that doesn't really make sense because he's still Leatherface, guys. I'm sick in the head, man.
Gabriel from Malignant, bro. That's, you get 2 people with that one, bro. How you gonna pass on that as well?
Exactly.
Where my bait heads at?
Bye. I'm so glad he got pushed down low. He was in the top 3 for a long time.
You're just upset that he's higher than Chucky.
I hate
Only
him.
by 4 votes, but it's still higher. Where
Yeah,
my
I
baiters
hate
at?
him so bad.
Candyman should be number 1. It's sickening that he's not. That man is handsome as fuck.
He's right there.
Like, we have a face. Yeah, he's got bees, but he's not turning people to wax. All right, let's get this show on the road. I'm too upset to care.
You fucked up the tweet. Hold on.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Fucking embarrassing.
Anyway.
I cannot see chat right now. I'm a fucking moron.
Yeah, let me pull up the
I made the
chat.
bold choice to open Twitter on stream.
Where the baiters at?
Where the baiters at, bro?
Anyway, if y'all want to vote on this poll, here
You
it
should
is.
vote Chucky.
Please vote Chucky. and
Are we
please vote
rigging-
Candyman, guys?
We
We're
are.
going to tip the scales.
It's gonna be. We are going to tip the scales. We are rigging it. We are rigging it. It is rigged. Is it rigged by much? Fuck no. Absolutely not. I'd love to date the minor though. He's not in this game though. Notice how I said the minor and not a minor.
Or
The
just
difference between
minor.
jail time.
I want to date my bloody Valentine.
This game is 18 plus, includes not safe for work scenes. Should I 18 plus this?
Probably. I'm not sure how crazy it's gonna get.
I don't know either. I also don't know how to 18 plus it, so.
Man. Crunchy as
Oh,
hell.
oh.
Uncle.
Restrict my viewers to 18 plus. There we go.
That's
While I respect those who like Chung-Chi films, I fucking dislike those films. So,
Man. Rest in shit.
do we want to go big booby or long hair?
I like the middle
The
one.
middle one is pretty. That's pretty handsome.
Yeah.
It's pretty. And titties be fat though.
Oh man, those frames.
What's happening?
I don't know. My feed is lagging. Hold on.
I've age restricted the stream. Okay, we're Gucci.
Whatever. Good enough. But it's your stream, so you could pick.
Oh, wild.
Yeah, man.
Did the frames kick up?
No, but it'll be fine. It's a fucking dating sim. It's not like anything crazy is
That's
gonna happen.
wild. Yeah, them frames are not good.
Is it doing it to you too? No, it looks fine on the stream, but
There we go.
I
Did that work?
let me see. Yeah.
There is one issue. You will not have sound.
No, I need the sound. I don't take the bad frames.
That's so weird. That's oh, oh, oh.
It's struggling, but it's
It's doing its thing. Me when the viewers aren't 18 plus, essentially. All right, we're gonna go middle. Male or female though? Do we want to make these killers gay or not?
I don't know.
Vernon can get it. Interesting pick. Interesting pick.
The way that has not showed up on my chat. It's up to you.
We'll be a female. We'll be a
Okay.
whammon.
Go.
Oh, what the hell? I'm dropping
Great.
frames. Whoa, my shit's dying.
No. It was working just fine yesterday.
My shit's dying.
I mean, it looks okay on the stream. It's just on Discord where it's struggling.
If I boot up that. I'm guessing I snagged a little bit. Okay, I think we're back to normal.
All right.
I apologize for
Okay.
that. I'll have to monitor that. I haven't dropped frames in a minute. All right. Everybody else is coming soon, but currently we have Myers, Leatherface, Pinhead, Man, Freddy Krueger, Miner, and Jason. The afternoon sun was high, and despite the canopy of green overhead, it still beat down on me with a familiar summer heat. It would be enjoyable were I not dragging every bit of luggage to my name by hand on an ill-kempt dirt road. Admittedly, it was still gorgeous out, and I felt reassured as I reminded myself what lay at the end of this godforsaken trail.
Do you think they're gonna make him talk? Half of these characters on this list don't talk.
Yeah. I had landed a position as counselor in training at Camp Crystal Lake, doing most of their dirty work, cleaning up after the kids, washing dishes, etc. It'll be fun, I tell myself. It was a chance to get out, see some nature. I'd spoken briefly with one of the owners of the camp when I called about the position, an older woman who said she owned... a younger woman who said she owned the place and ran it with her son. I wondered how much of the land they actually owned, seeing just how expansive it was. Now that I was finally dead center of it all, I found it hard to believe that they could afford the upkeep in such a large place of land on summer camp profits alone, especially one this far down a dirt road. Jason uses sign language. Nah, if they're gonna turn Jason to anybody, they're gonna turn him into dude. I love summer camp counselor Jason.
Me too, yeah.
I think that line of comics is really great, and how buff Pamela is. Wait,
That she should be.
where's the road?
But if that's the case, they also made Michael Myers use sign language in that, and I think it's great.
Shit, where am I? Well, this is a little too much nature. Before I realized that, I made a couple of wrong steps off the beaten path straight into unfamiliar territory. A thicket so vast, I could barely see the light of day. I tried to run around and retrace my steps back to the path, but it's as if they vanished, blending in with the rest of the unnavigable forest. I'm pretty sure I still remember the direction I was supposed to be headed, so I start walking again. Now trudging through thick kudzu. Bro, I don't know nature. Kudzu with my heavy bags in tow. The more I walked, the woods seemed to get deeper and deeper. It was almost eerie how quiet it was out there. Being immersed in nature is one thing, but it felt like I was the only living, breathing thing for miles. After a few minutes of treading along, my ear caught a sound, a thumping noise, somewhere off in the distance. It was almost rhythmic, like chopping. I picked up the pace, high-stepping it towards the direction I thought I heard the sound coming from. I followed the sound as it got louder and louder, and just in the distance, I could make out a figure. I could just barely see them past the trees, but it was distinctly a person. I maneuvered past some downed logs and tree stumps to try to get close enough to see them, and for them to see me. They seemed to have their back turned. Hello? The man perked up, turning to face me. I stood like a deer in the headlights, taken aback by his appearance. He was massive, a lumbering form draped in heavy clothing that felt unnatural for this kind of heat. He donned an unsettling, tattered mask on his face and stared unnervingly through me with unseen eyes. He turned his body completely towards me, looming over me like a shadow. That's when I saw it, the axe in his hand. There was a beat of silence. Then he moved towards me. In a panic, I dropped my bags and made a break for it. I ran blind deeper into the woods, putting as much distance between myself and that thing as I possibly could. Just as I began to feel safe, a thick root jutting out from the ground caught my foot and launched me into the dirt. The wind was completely knocked out of me, and I heaved as I attempted to sit up quicker than my body would allow. Before I could pick myself back up, there he was, somehow right behind me, looming over me like a bear. His chest rises and falls with slow, deep breaths as he stares silently at me. My body feels like ice. I'm not even breathing anymore. The air caught in my throat. I'm sure I'm going to die. The figure lurched forward. I instinctively brought my hands to shield myself from what was to come. But nothing came. The boy!
Oh, there he is!
Anxiously, I opened my eyes to see a man now crouched down, offering me a hand. He isn't chopping me with an axe or stringing me up by the neck. He's just trying to help me. I take his hand cautiously, and before I can protest, he places another strong hand around my arm to support me as I stand. This music. He must have... Oh! He must have seen how badly I ate it and assumed my leg might not feel great after such a wipeout. He brushes off my shoulders, dusting off the dirt that coated my arms. Nothing felt broken, but I was definitely bruised from that fall. He brings his hand. He brings his hand to his chest and begins to sign. Oh my god!
Oh my god! You called it. Yes. Ah! Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. You dropped your bags.
I see now that he has my backpack slung over his shoulder and my suitcase sitting at his feet. He has had time to follow me and grab my heavy-ass bags. Jesus.
Are you looking for the campgrounds?
I realized he was talking to me in ASL, so I began to sign back to him.
I love that we just know that. Period.
Yes, actually. Do you know where they are? He nodded, picking up my suitcase and motioning for me to follow him. Silence followed between the man and I as I found myself staring at his back. His strides were long and well experienced with the terrain, while I still felt myself catch on uneven ground.
Let's fucking go, dude.
I hurried my pace to match the quiet of the forest creeping back up my spine as my bruises began to ache dully. Oh my god, you can actually just change them straight up.
Oh, word. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, it's Zambo Jason. At default.
Oh, I like his pins.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it in this fit for now.
Yeah. Do it. Yo, you got the
So I pause, hoping to break the awkward feeling building within my chest. Do people often get lost, or am I a special case? The man's head tilted in my direction, his eyes catching mine, though the hollowed holes of his old worn hockey mask through the hollow holes of his old worn hockey mask as he shook his head no. When he caught sight of me, sight of my offered hand, willing to take my bags. Oh, he offered a hand. Okay, there's a missing word there.
It's okay.
Cut side.
Beta.
Cut side.
Beta.
Yeah. Beta. Beta.
It happens. Luckily, you ran into me.
Not so luckily, I also ran into the ground. I smile, ignoring the discomfort of my embarrassment as I pushed the conversation forward. It could be easy to lose yourself here, intentionally, I mean.
Oh?
A low chuckle of response sounds from my woodsy savior. And I can't help but brighten as a smile tugs against my cheeks. It sounds, it's a sound you just couldn't help but beam at.
Sorry again for scaring you.
Don't worry about it. It really isn't your fault. I mean, he isn't a giant masked axe-wielding man alone in the middle of the alone in the middle of the woods. He's not exactly the most approachable figure.
What? Look at those buttons on his coat.
Look at those. Well, we didn't see the buttons, bro. We weren't focusing on the buttons. It was mostly the axe. What were you doing out there anyway?
Chopping wood for our campers to carve later. For making fire as well.
Well, that made sense. See a man out in the woods with an axe? Think firewood, not maniac. After a few minutes of correcting my poor navigation, we finally made it to the campgrounds. It's a bit surreal how different it is from the deep woods. The campgrounds are so full of life, kids playing and running around. From the center of the grounds, you can really get a good look at the lake. It really is beautiful out here.
We love to see a bitch from New Jersey winning.
This is just you.
Yeah.
In this light, I can't get much. I can get a much better look at the man. He's still massive. Lighting didn't really change that, but he definitely doesn't look as menacing now. He sets my bags down and turns to look at me. Just because he doesn't look menacing doesn't mean he still isn't intimidating.
Are you one of the new counselors?
Yes, I am.
Your cabin is back there. Feel free to get settled. You can start your training first thing tomorrow.
Did he say training? Do you work here?
Did he stutter?
There was a ...
Okay.
I ain't stutter. I added a pause.
Okay.
He nodded.
My name is Jason Voorhees.
Oh, what an odd line of work for someone of his demeanor. Wait, is this the son of Mrs. Voorhees mentioned on the phone? I felt an immediate hot wash of embarrassment. It's not a great first impression to run in fear from your new employer.
Oh, what's her name?
I'm just gonna put Guacha.
Word.
Well, it's nice to meet you. I'm Guacha.
Nice to meet you too. Gotcha.
I can almost hear the warmth in his signed. What?
What? Okay.
I can almost hear the warmth in his signed words. How genuinely happy he is to make conversation. It softens those edges a bit.
What a ladies' man.
A noise catches Jason's attention, pulling him from the conversation.
I have to get going. If you need anything, I'll be around. See you in the morning, Guacha.
You don't have to say my name. With that, he was gone, wandering off somewhere across the campsite. I picked up my bags and headed towards my cabin, relieved that I was minutes away from a well-deserved nap. I trudged down the path, watching the cabin emerge from the cover of the trees. Counselors were hanging around the cabin's porch, talking amongst themselves and getting their room assignments. Yo! A voice called out to me. Yeah, you, come over here. I need to get you signed in. I turned to see a couple of counselors, a guy who looked a bit older than me, and a girl who was probably around the same age as me.
Oh. Yay, more sprites.
Sorry, I didn't realize. My name's Guacha. Do you want to read for Kevin?
Sure.
Alright.
Should we give him a voice?
It's up to you.
I don't know. I'm not good at voices, but yeah. Name's Kevin. I'm in charge around here. So you come to me if you have any issues. Got it?
Okay. Kevin looks up and down his list before giving me a passive, unimpressed glance.
Yep, you were on here all right. Fern, show
Fern's in this game!
Yeah, yes, Fern!
Fern's in this game! How'd they land a
Awesome.
roll?
Look at Fern!
Yo, Fern? I know this is slasher dating sim. But the goth baddie Fern?
Now come on.
The zebra stripe hair?
Scene queen.
Scene queen, scene queen. The girl
Oh my
perked
God,
up and
I
nodded.
Go ahead, be Fern.
I'll be Fern. Sure. Follow me, Guacha. I'll show you to your room. I gave Kevin a nod. I gave Kevin a thank you nod, but he was already talking to the next counselor on the list. I followed Fern inside and was immediately welcomed by the cozy air of a traditional wooden cabin. Fern led me into the room and gestured for me to head inside. Alrighty, make yourself at home, and I'll be by to get you later for dinner. See you in a bit. We exchanged a wave, and Fern hurried back out to greet the others, incoming counselors. I sat my luggage down at the bed, and made a beeline for the bed, unpacking. Can't wait. Sitting on the edge of my bed, I kicked off my shoes, only now realizing how sore my feet were from the walk here. I fell back on my bed, climbing under a neatly made quilt. It wasn't long after my head hit the pillow that I was drifting off. Who will be waking me up?
My feet hurt so
Feet
bad.
hurt. The morning sun bathed Camp Crystal Lake in a pastel wash. I was going to make coffee and some toast before what is sure to be a busy day. All the walking from yesterday had caught up with me. It was as if my legs were screaming at me to go back to bed. I have to get used to it if I'm going to be doing stuff like this for the rest of the summer. I'm helping the other counselors set up in preparation for the campers today. My toast pops up from the toaster, and I drag my feet to the kitchen table. I bite my toast, sip my coffee, still feeling the early morning drunkenness. As I'm on my last bite of toast, there's a knock at the screen door. I scarf down and pad down the hallway. I scarf it down and pad down the hallway, seeing the large silhouette at the door. I open it to see Jason standing there, impossibly tall and muscular. His clothes are tight against his huge frame, and I can practically feel the power that radiates from him as his broad chest lightly follows his breaths.
On God, we just got here.
Seeing Jason almost instantly puts a smile on my face. My screaming legs finally shut up being blessed with his mere presence.
Wow, is this a
Hey,
for real or
Jason.
not God moment?
What brings you here?
Good morning, Guacha. I know you were going to join the other counselors in setting up today, but I could really use your help if it's okay with you.
Yeah, we definitely will be feeling the power at some point.
Oh yeah.
Did I skip a
You skipped
line?
a line.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Oh sweet. The campers are going to arrive soon, so this
Sink,
place needs to
sink,
be in working.
Sink. Sorry, go on.
Thank you for it. if you want that is.
Oh, I can tell Jason is a little shy. It's strange seeing such a huge, impressive man act like this, but honestly, I think it's adorable. I can't help but feel a wide grin grow on my face.
Mother, when can I go out and be on my own?
Jason, when can I go out and be with you? I have a whole forest to see. Of course, that sounds great. Come on in. I'm just finishing up my morning routine. Jason follows me inside, ducking a bit to get under the door frame. This man is huge.
Damn.
I'm going
I
to
wish they put him
change.
in that counselor fit. That'd be so
Oh,
cool.
that needs to be a fit for this game.
Yeah.
I'm going to change. I'll be right back. Just wait right here. Jason nods and does what he's told. My heart pounds with excitement in my ears. With excitement in my ears as I head upstairs to change out of my PJs into my day clothes. He wants me to go with him? After I brush my teeth, splash my face with water, and take one last look in the mirror, I head downstairs back to him.
Ready, Quacha?
I smile, give him a nod, patting my hand on his broad shoulder.
He totally wants us.
He totally... Awooga!
Humna.
We head out the door together and walk side by side to the activities area. Our first job is to haul... Bro, do you see my frame? I'm a twink. I'm not lifting shit.
Right?
I don't want to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy. Our first job is to haul the kayaks to their proper racks. I watch in disbelief as Jason saunters with 2 of them in tow. I'm struggling with 1. Cheater.
You're surprised.
I watch Jason's shoulders shake in laughter. He helps me drag the kayak I'm battling and lifts it into the appropriate slot. He's so incredible. He's barely even breaking a sweat.
It's because he's dead.
It's back-breaking work, but we're able to get it done in record time, thanks to Jason's raw strength. Next, we set up the archery range. Jason and I prepare the lanes, set out the targets, and count the supplies. I bundle them together, 3 arrows and 1 finger tab for each camper. All right, campers.
Oh my god, please. Okay, you need to be Kevin with that voice, please.
Okay. Jason restrings each bow and tests them to make sure they're taut and firm.
Oh. With this station, all that matters is safety. Make sure the kids, and the counselors for that matter, only point their bow downrange when it is their turn to fire. You wouldn't believe how many people almost end up put someone else's eye out because their mind isn't on safety.
My man is
The
about
language is
safety.
strange in this.
I can imagine. Right.
Skip to one.
No accidents. Did I?
I think so.
No shot.
Wait, go back. Okay, never mind.
I can imagine. Right. No accidents on my watch. I make sure each and every lane is clear of debris.
Debris.
And in no time, we're finished up at the archery range. Next, we go to the woodcutting area. I watch in awe as Jason yanks a huge axe out of the stump and in one heft motion hefts it back over his shoulder before bringing it down on a block of wood resting on the stump. The wood block snaps into 2. I stare as he repeats the process a few times before turning to me, chest heaving and sweat glistening on his skin. My face heats up at the holy sight. He pulls out a knife from his back pocket and begins chipping away at the split logs. He doesn't even need to look at what he's doing.
I can't. Oh man, the devs of this game truly understood the assignment. Want to give it a try?
Me? I didn't even...
He places my hand over.
Jason chuckles at the sound in it. Jason chuckles, and the sound is an absolute delight.
And it's like in reality, it probably sounds like Hort.
Freddy Fazbear in this game stat. Purple Man.
Yeah, where's the man behind the slaughter? Exactly.
God, Jason is just... He's so... Stop it, Quacha. Focus.
Alright, campers, I need you to take out this debris for today's challenge.
Alright, campers. I need you to clear the debris of the archery lanes so the campers can camp on the archery lane.
Yo.
You're up.
Yes, you. Here, I have an extra carving knife.
Oh. Alright, here goes nothing. What should I make?
Oh!
What should we make, boys?
Damn.
Slasher. I barely know her. What should we make?
I don't know. What do you think you would like?
I mean, we can be a little slutty and make a mask.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Mask?
Yeah. Let's make a mask.
I attempt to carve Jason's mask.
Ooh. Oh? Is that my mask?
Yeah, it's just a hockey mask. Not specifically yours or anything.
Oh, where's Sundere?
Shut the fuck up, challenge.
Don't look at you like you or anything.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
Yeah.
I let out a nervous laugh. I hope he doesn't think it's weird. Is my face getting hot? A small chuckle comes from Jason as he signs to me.
Well, either way, I think it's nice. Do you think I could keep it?
Oh, oh,
If you don't want it, of
Ooh.
course. Oh, give it to him. Give it to him.
oh, really? I don't have anything I plan to do with it, so sure.
Yes. Oh my god! Wait a minute. Oh man, I want him to put it on.
Oh,
I'm
man.
palette swap and it's just wood covering his face, like a flat plank with 2 eye holes.
A couple of breathing holes.
Yeah.
This has got a bunch of holes.
Thank you so much, Guacha. I'll pin it on the wall when I get back to my cabin.
Of course, Jason. I'm glad you like it.
Well, you must be ready for a break. It's so hot out here. Let's go stock up the freezers. That'll cool us down.
He's gonna give us his
Ooh.
jacket.
Yeah.
I sincerely doubt that statement as I watch Jason lift his shirt to dab the sweat off his neck, exposing his muscular stomach.
Don't be shy. Let me see.
I follow Jason to the camp kitchen where we stock the camp's freezers and pantries with food, enjoying the cool air surrounding us. He's gonna hang you on the meat hook in the freezer. He's not from Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, that's Leatherface's job. Oh my god, look at Pamela, dude.
Damn, they gave Pamela a fucking rack.
Yeah, they did.
She tinting up that sweater, bro. What the hell?
You swole as shit. Let me see.
Yoo-hoo, Jason.
Do it. Please do it.
For Pamela.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo, Jason. Guacha, would you mind helping us prepare dinner?
Of course, mother.
Absolutely. Happy to help, Mrs. Voorhees. Please, dear, call me Pamela. Jason and I help Pamela chop vegetables for salad, and the man grills and ovens. And man the grills and ovens, which are lined with barbecued meats and aluminum foil wrapped potatoes, respectively.
Yeah. Respectively.
My, Jason, you. Jason, has you quite busy today? I'm not reading for Pamela. I will read for Kyle or whatever that guy's name was.
Okay, read it for Kyle. I'll do.
You'll take the
voice
Voorhees.
for her, I guess. I'll take the Voorheeses.
You sound like you had a pretty good voice in in that brief moment I heard you.
Oh, yeah. Yoo-hoo!
Jason! Oh yeah, but it's been great. I feel like I've learned a lot.
You did great today. There shouldn't be much more to do here before the campers arrive. I love to hear it, my dear. You've taken the hard work off my hands, so I'm so grateful. I can't.
The dining hall
Anyway.
fills with counselors, and Pamela lets us pick our food first. She stands on her tiptoes to whisper something into Jason's ear. He bends down to hear her. Their eyes flicker to me briefly, and I shift on one foot to the other. Jason waves to his mother as they part ways, and he rejoins me.
You're figuring out how to cook us.
I'll okay, that's fine.
Meeting the future in-law.
Precisely.
Do you want to eat with me? I actually have a question with you. For you.
Sure, I'd love to. We pile our plates high with hot food, and Jason leads us over to a log by the fire to eat. We eat together, and I can barely contain my excitement at being able to spend so much time with him.
He slides you a napkin with the writing, "Do you like me? Y/N."
2 boxes.
Yeah, with 2 boxes.
I asked my mommy, and she said I have permission to date.
Yeah.
So,
Want me? Anyway. So, I've been thinking. I know you were supposed to take a camping trip with the other counselors, but I was wondering if you want to go with me and the kids? If not, I understand. It's last minute and all. Wow, trip with Jason.
I
with the kids.
screech in delight. I screech in delight in my mind, but Jason gives a gentle smile. Jason, it'd make me really happy to go with you.
Things are moving so fast.
Things are moving incredibly quick. He's gonna bury that axe in me.
Oh yeah. Really? That's great. My mother agreed to take your place with the other counselors. This means a lot to me. Oh, she already knew. She been knew. One look at us and
I mean,
and she was
we
like,
were
"Oh,
pretty sexy, bro. We were pretty
He's
hot.
gonna get a piece of that tang."
I study his masked face. His eyes lit up, and bright. His eyes lit up bright in the firelight. I could hardly contain my own excitement. He must really like spending time with me.
I wish they put little blushy marks on his icon there.
Yeah, that
I'll
would be
come-
nice.
Yeah. I'll come get you tomorrow morning, and we'll head out. Oh my god, Jason! Wow.
That sounds great. Looking forward to it. We finish eating and throw our paper plates into the garbage. Our eyes meet, and I shuffled from one foot to the other.
I'll walk you back to your cabin.
The night air is sweet with honeysuckle as we trek back to our cabins. I love it here. You can see the stars so well. Where I'm from, you'd never get this kind of visibility.
Yeah, me too. It's really beautiful.
I notice Jason shoves his hands into his coat pockets, and I swear I see a hint of flesh paint his neck in the silver of the moonlight.
Oh.
In a sliver of moonlight. Well, here's my stop.
Oh, yes. Well, thanks for helping me out. I enjoyed spending time with you today.
Anytime. Yeah, I did too. I start up the stairs and turn to wave to Jason. See you in the morning, Jason.
Good night, Guacha. Don't let the bed bugs
Corny
bite.
ass.
Corny.
I smile and nod my head at him before closing the door and happily trotting to my bed. I stand next to my bed and fall backwards on top of it, letting out a sigh. I'm so lucky I get to hang with Jason again tomorrow. Thank you, Pamela, for covering for me. My eyes grow heavier to the point where I can barely keep them open. Jason and I did so much work today. I feel so exhausted. I search for the covers with my legs, and I pulled them over myself. Before I knew it, I started to drift to sleep.
And then the bed bugs that
They
he
bit.
planted started biting.
I jumped
my
out.
feet.
I jumped out and ran to Jason. The bed bugs, they were biting. He grabs his axe and wanders into my bed, saying he'll protect me, and then starts hacking at my fucking bed.
Yeah. Like, sorry about that. I'll bed.
It has now been a few days since we arrived at the camp, and they have been nothing short of tedious. Listening to everything from preparing the finest crustless peanut butter jellies to being able to help the perfect ultimate tent pitching technique. It's something of a thankless job. I've come to realize, but there are parts of it I've found quite rewarding. Though my initial encounter with the large looming camp counselor was a shaky start, every moment since then has been one of genuine enjoyment. I find myself stealing glances and hidden coy smiles when I watch him work alongside with me.
Oh.
Sorry. Before, I might have died from embarrassment anytime his chest touched my back trying to adjust my hold on tools, or hid away from sight when he had put out a stove fire because I wasn't paying complete attention to the food.
Man,
Of course.
his yammers were so large. Put them away, slut.
Put them away, slut. Of course, now that I've had plenty of time to allow him to be my teacher and show me the ropes, being a quick learner has always been a benefit to me, and let me get a little closer to my new head counselor.
Ow.
There's something about him that gives me butterflies in the pit of my stomach, making my skin warm and my thoughts muddled. I mean, of course these things happen. Crushes like these happen all the time when people spend every minute of the day together. But I don't know why. But something feels off. Something feels different. Should I be feeling this way? Now that dinner's prepared, I should go do something a little more productive than all this daydreaming. Maybe a shower would help. I don't want the smell of oil and chicken parm when I see Mr. Voorhees later. I want to smell. Okay. Not if I don't have to anyways. My boots crunch against the gravel as I step out of the mess hall and take in the crisp summer breeze. The sky paints itself hues of pink, orange, and purple, and my mind steadily returns to my thoughts. I was caught off guard when he personally asked me of all the camp counselors to help him with tonight's bonfire, though admittedly I felt a swell of my pride. It meant a lot that he felt he could trust me with setting things up and taking care of the kids, and even more considering I'm the newest of the crew. I imagine it might have had something to do with my ability to mesh well with the kids, but I don't care. Whatever the reason, I'm not going to let him down. I find my way back to the counselor's cabin, gathering a change of clothes and a robe in one arm. I press my back to the wooden stall out back and wait for the others to finish. The sound of
He's
giggling.
like, can I join you?
Oh, the sound of giggling can only mean one thing. And I can't help but roll my eyes. Eventually, the duo in question step out, sharing a knowing look with me before it was finally my turn. I enjoyed the heat and steam and scrubbed off the smell of firewood and cooked bacon from my body. I tied my robe back on, letting out a satisfied sigh, and begin to head back inside. I find my pants, throw on my favorite sweater. I pat at the big camp sign with a long sigh before heading on out, only making it a few steps down the stairs before slamming straight into something solid. Oof, what the hell?
Oh, right.
I look up, rubbing my nose, and then I feel my face turn bright red. Of course I'd run right into Jason. That's what I get for not paying attention. I shriek a bit and roll my lips into a thin line.
Yeah.
Mr. Voorhees, I'm sorry I didn't see you there.
I could tell. You're lucky you didn't trip. You could have sprained something.
I find myself mentally sighing. Now he was scolding me, and I didn't need him to speak to know what kind of tone he was adopting. I give a sheepish smile and sign back to him. Don't wish ill on me. Don't wish ill on me. I have dinner all set up. I know you said you needed some help. I was surprised you didn't ask Fern or Kevin. That was his name. Kevin, they're better at tents than I am. Jason's gaze stays lingering on me for a moment. He shifts silently in thought before returning his focus back to me.
Fern is busy setting up the kayaks on the boat rack tonight. As for Kevin,
His hand still, and blue eyes shift to the ground. This is a familiar face, and he makes it a lot when Kevin is concerned. A lot where Kevin is concerned.
Well, what exactly is wrong with Kevin? Like,
I don't know. I don't think he likes Kevin. He's scared of Kevin. Kevin's a bully.
um,
I don't know.
okay, campers. For today's challenge, we're gonna bully Jason Voorhees.
All right,
Everybody-
campers.
Everybody, go grab a bucket and toss some water on him.
Everybody go grab a bucket, toss some water on him. I'm going to go get Pamela's sweater and make him jump into the lake. Jason, you're going to have to walk the dock of shame
Shame. Yeah.
and board the boat of losers and never come back. Ever. What do we say?
I don't know. What was the last line? Can we go back?
His hands still and the blue eyes shift to the ground. This is a familiar face, and he makes it a lot whenever Kevin's concerned.
Okay. What are the options? This kid. I don't know. I guess either get one of the bottom two.
I'm just happy to help. Well, you came to the right counselor.
You didn't pick the.
Yeah, I know.
the
Well, you came to the right counselor. The others wouldn't be able to focus with all that messing around they do all night. I've come to notice.
Damn, now just throwing shade at the other count.
It's hard to stop a smile from forming on my face at the corner of my lips, rubbing the side of my neck sheepishly. I'm grateful he's too preoccupied gathering all the sports equipment. It would have been instant death if he had seen the flush of. It'd be instant death had he seen the flush my cheeks. Okay.
Yeah, beta.
My
beta.
hands found my face, rubbing at the heat I had felt. Sorry, I'm yawning before joining him as I walk towards the campsite area. On my way, Jason is quick to sort the equipment on its designated rack, clapping the dust off his hands in completion. So, lead the way. Is there anything in particular you want to show me? You want to start with first? With
wanna show me?
ease.
I mean, you want to show me?
I mean, you want to show me? I mean, with ease, Jason collected all the tent equipment in one arm, biceps flexing with impressive strength as he
Please.
hoisted it to his shoulder. He notices my eyes lingering a second too long, but he doesn't bring attention to it. He hands me a box of snacks, all the trappings of s'mores and Vienna sausages, and cants his head to the side in a motion to follow him.
It's your choice. These are the larger tents since it's easier to keep the kids in groups. They've been complaining about noises. The easier I can see them, the better. If you want, feel free to start a bonfire now that it's sundown. Either that or get the torches placed for the trail. After that, you can help with the tents if need be. We could get food handed out after.
I nod, huffing as I struggle to keep up with his long strides, especially with 50 pounds of food sitting at my hip. Once I arrive at the campsite, bare bones and ready to be set up, I know exactly where I'd like to start. I think the trail torches would probably be smart.
Yeah. Let's do that.
I'll start setting up the trail torches then. I have a feeling the kids are going to want to spend all their time out tonight. The weather is really nice. Jason nods in agreement, spreading out the tent supplies neatly. He jerks his head in the direction of the plastic container bin close to the bonfire. Bin close to the scattered seating around the bonfire.
All the material should be in the bin. There should be oil in there as well. If there isn't, there's some in the kitchen storage.
Sorry. Without much preamble, I get to work. I heading over to the bin and piling the torches into my arms. They're a lot heavier than I remember, but it likely has something to do with picking up 8 of them in one sitting. I feel myself stumble backwards. Yes, Yasin. Yasin.
Yes.
Slay, Yasin. I feel myself stumble backwards a bit, and as I do, I feel the weight of my body tilt over, sneakers catching over the shoelaces and gravel. An explosive gas left my lips before that familiar feeling of strength took over.
Yes.
I felt
Go.
Hey yo, I'm fucking yawning. I don't know why. I've been sleeping all day. I had felt Jason's powerful arm pull me taut to his chest. And when I looked up, clutching the torches tight to my chest, I saw the familiar sight of the hockey mask looking down at me, eyes full of concern. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe the torches might be too. Do you want me to take over for you?
We should stop meeting like this.
You can
No,
take
you can
me
take me
right now.
Oh my god, wait. Let's save and then do that option. Because I just have to know.
You can take me right now. His eyes behind the mask pierce right through me when he glances down at me. Unknowingly, I grin at him nervously, waiting for him to respond, but he doesn't say anything.
He's gonna kill us.
I notice Jason goes to move his hand, which I presume is a sign which is to sign back to me. Instead, I hear a weapon unsheathed from behind him, and a sharp pain overcomes my body. I feel warm liquid oozing from my abdomen.
Oh my god, he killed us!
Stabbed me. Jason slides the machete out of me, and my body goes limp onto the ground. A pool of blood bathes the soil beneath me. I can feel myself growing weak and tired.
Damn!
I can't believe he did this. To be fair, I asked for it.
Oh my god, you could die!
Oh wow.
That was great.
Give me one moment. I'll be right back.
Okay. Jason, my man, that's crazy. His fucking eyes glazed over. Man. Tough crowd he is. I figured that was gonna happen though. It's too. That's why we save. I can't wait for like this to fully come out and to see all the 100%, perfect runs of this. Or if there's gonna be like any Easter eggs or anything. Cool. Also really digging this title screen music.
What's up? Macaroni in a pot. That's a wet ass pussy.
Can't believe we got shanked, dude.
We kind of asked for it.
Yeah.
God.
All right.
Okay. I guess let's ask for help.
I kind of want some macaroni and cheese now. Like, macaroni and cheese sounds pretty banger.
Anything sounds good, right?
I wouldn't mind waiting. I wouldn't mind waiting for some help. Yeah. Can you read that? There's something stuck in my teeth.
There's something of a low chuckle that muffles behind the hockey man. And it makes my body feel hot all over.
With ease, Jason sets me back upright, adjusting the tiki torches in my arms properly before placing his hand at the small of my back in encouragement.
What is the small of your back? I see that used in dating sims so often. What the fuck do you mean small?
I think it's either the lower back or the middle between the shoulder blades.
The small of the back. Or the person's back where the
Thank you,
spine
man.
curve at the level of at the waist. Yeah, it's your lower back.
Did you let Jason place his hand at the small of your back?
I mean, only if you didn't call it the small of my back.
He's calling it the small of your back.
It's calling me small.
Yes.
Hate to see it.
He's like 8 feet tall. What are you?
To
Like?
him, everything is small.
Yeah. With ease, Jason sets me back. Jason sets me back upright. I can't help but beam at him a bit, and he can't help but soften his gaze when I do. A gentle exchange of silent acknowledgement. Hey man, is this what you expected me to be doing? I mean, I feel like this is a step up from the Minecraft smut I was reading. Oh, you know about that? I was reading.
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah.
So funny.
How's your day going though, man? I'm trying to eat this fucking Twizzler and it's sticking in my teeth.
These kids want.
No shot. Oh, he turns his attention back to stomping the stakes in the ground. Already partially done with the first 10 before turning to the side to sign to me.
I don't mind. I'm almost done with the tents here. Give me a moment.
I find myself waiting patiently, rocking back and forth on my heels as I watch Jason work on the tent with practice speed and accuracy. It came from years of being here. I think to myself, it's his entire life, his entire world. I couldn't make the same bridge since it wasn't always an outdoor. I wasn't always an outdoors person. Once there was even a time where I thought of sleeping on anything other than a mattress, which was bad for me. Which was a bad end for me. But now, beside him, this seemed idyllic. My feet tap against one another, impatient, waiting to work alongside him. And when he finally finishes, I bounced up eagerly. We take the trails, and he extends a hand out. To take some of the weight from my arms. Once he finds the familiar holes in the earth from prior torches, we each take a side and get to work. So you never told me, how have you and your mother been here a long time?
We have. She's owned and taken care of Crystal Lake longer than I've been around. I imagine it'll always be like that.
I find myself saddened by the thought. Sure, it makes sense. If he grew into this life, then of course he'd picture himself only doing that. But does that mean he's never tried to make any personal time for himself? I felt my tongue weigh heavy. Have you ever thought about doing anything else? Passion projects or trade work maybe? I've seen your wood carving. They're pretty amazing. There's a brief pause on his end that I noticed, and I felt myself tense up, clutching the tiki torch tighter. The counselor turns to look over his shoulder, contemplative, then plants another torch in the ground with ease. I breathe a sigh of relief, swallowing the lump in my throat. I watch him stand up again, rolling his shoulders, and then he turns to me as I finish up on my own torches.
Most people don't know about that hobby. It's nice, someone recognizing it. Thank you.
Thank you for what?
For your time. It's nice to be able to talk to someone about something other than work.
There's no way for me to describe the feeling I get in my chest at that admission. My heart hammers away at my ribcage, and I feel my palms get sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. He really,
Spaghetti. It's
he-
ready.
he really felt that way. I couldn't help but give a crooked smile, nodding. Of course, I'm glad I could do that for you, Mr. Voorhees.
Jason. Oh, first name basis. Ooh.
I'm on first name basis.
First name basis is not like that.
It's Mr. to you.
Mr.
To you.
Damn.
It's Mr. to you.
I forgot what I was gonna say before that. Damn.
Yeah.
Hold on, go back. Go back like 2 lines. One more. I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Is it right?
Yeah, Jason.
Okay. He thinks for a long time, shaking his head as he tries to process the way his full name sounds. This wasn't something he understood. Why wouldn't you call him by his first name? He looks back to me and steps much closer.
Are we psychoanalyzing him right now? Let's see. I would prefer being called Jason.
I nod once more, perhaps a bit more hurriedly than I realized, and plant the last of my torches in my hold. Jason it is then. I think we're done here, actually. Should we head back? He nods and without much preamble, steps in time with me as we begin to head back to the campsite. A few branches of wood had pulled his attention away from ideal conversation, pausing at the weight of them being snapped underfoot, forcing the head counselor to investigate, but to no avail. I felt something in my gut coil nervously, but at his assurance, my concerns melted away. Whatever could have been roaming about was surely no threat to them, especially if Jason was with me. No, instead I focused on the next task at hand. I look at the empty fire pit and let out a tired groan. Not exactly my favorite thing, if only because the level of manual labor involved. But it had to be done regardless. I stretch my arms above my head and plant my hands at my hips confidently.
A lot of run-on
Oh.
sentences in this game.
Oh. Wait, what?
Wait.
Okay. Well, even if no one likes to, setting up the bonfire isn't gonna happen on its own.
Really? Why don't people like to?
Well, not everyone is as strong as you when it comes to hefting up all that firewood. Even without seeing much of his face, I could read the confusion easily with body language. There was a moment where he looked around, pausing in his work, before canting his head to the side in understanding. So, it must have been in respect to his strength. That made sense.
I see.
I'm trying to get shanked.
Yeah, we could play with it.
What's not to understand? Your body is amazing.
Oh.
Jason looks at me a little off guard and becomes stiff. Sorry, I didn't mean for that to come off like that. Your body is an impressive sight.
That's not much better.
I begin to blush and feel a little awkward after making that comment. Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Damn it. Oh, okay. No, it's okay. Thank you.
Jason rides up his sleeves and begins to flex his arms at me,
On God?
making my face heat up. I can't stop my hand from reaching out and touching his impressive muscles.
Oh, like he
As soon as I
killed him.
touch him, a strong force hits my face and knocks me down to the ground. It was his fist.
Oh shit!
My head. I look up at Jason, who quickly bends down to me. I can't read his emotions right now. I don't know if he got mad or... I start to see double of everything. I start to see double and everything gets blurry. My head hurts so much. I lightly touch the side of my head and bring my hand to front of me. Is that blood?
We died. he gets shark vision as soon as he sees blood.
Bro,
It goes feral.
Jason goes feral when anything sexual happens amiss.
Yeah, do not flirt with me. I will kill you.
And that's why we make these saves.
Let's call him a superhero.
You're like a superhero. It makes you like a superhero if you think about it, especially to the kids. The head counselor rubs his palms in thought, chuckling sheepishly to himself in a deep baritone tone. Is that baritone?
Yeah, it's like really deep.
The corner of his eyes wrinkled, and beneath that hockey mask was indeed a proud smile.
Yeah, he's like the toxic Avenger right now.
Ugh.
I can't believe he fucking flexed just so we could touch it, and he would sucker
And
punch
then
us.
murder us with a single punch.
He fully planned that out. I can't stand him. You think so?
I know so. There isn't
Oh.
a single kid here who doesn't recognize the work you put into making their summer. That should be one word. Into making their summer an amazing experience. Even the counselors. There's a sudden, abrupt movement from him that draws my attention to his hand as he signs. What he said next, immediately, I wasn't expecting.
Even you?
And he's touching his index fingers together.
he's like, even you. It's like, hee hee ha ha ho ho ho.
His knees are buckling a little bit, you know.
Jason, don't buckle. I felt my face grow hot in an
Fine.
instant, and I knew by the way of his gaze he had grown. I knew by the way his gaze had grown heavier that he had more than seen it. He could tell that I was grasping at straws to respond.
Watcha.
Yes?
I want you.
Ah! Yes. Even me. Especially me.
Ew, okay.
Though there's an initial long, drawn-out silence, neither of us seem to mind. Instead, we take in the moment with our own small smiles, keeping the admissions safe to our chests. I clear my throat, slapping my cheeks before going to begin work on the bonfire. Dragging the firewood is a bit of a chore, but Jason is quick to help when needed.
It's about drive. It's about power.
We stay hungry, we devour, put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours. Black and Samoan in my veins. That's all I know. Rock!
You know more than me.
It feels like now anytime I express the need for help, he's right there, making sure your needs are met. It's a wonderful feeling, one that gives me butterflies.
And then he sucker punches you.
And then he sucker punches you. I remember the oil canisters being up by the shed, as Jason had mentioned, and moved to gather it up. I fell into a squat, huffing as I drew the oil to my chest, but before I could spin it around fully, I heard it again, the same rustling I had heard coming up the trail to meet Jason. I felt my skin crawl, yelping helplessly before peering out the trees to see where the noises had come from. I know you're there. I know that there's traps on the outskirts of the camp. Surely a bobcat couldn't have gotten so far in. The rustling would come and go, and and bravely, for whatever absolutely dumb reason, I felt the need to advance closer. I mean, that's how those people in the horror movies died, right? I
Yeah.
should know better. Still, I want to make sure nothing would jeopardize the campsite. It would have destroyed Jason if it had. A few moments of searching yielded nothing. As I turned to head back, I heard it. An awful, low, garbled noise that sent me flying out of the thicket, taking off with the oil canister held to my chest like it was my only saving grace. When I skid over to the bonfire, it drew the counselor's attention.
Gosh, are you okay? You're pale.
I curled up, wheezing, letting the canister drop to the floor in a heavy thud. My hands planted firmly over top my knees, I finally found the brain power to sign competently. I think there might be a bear. I didn't stop to look. I got too scared. Instinct kicks in for the lumbering man, veins popping over his broad knuckles as he moves across the campsite, quickly dipping into the shed before coming out with a machete in hand.
Uh-oh.
He wasted...
Man, as if he wasn't carrying it
Yeah, I was gonna
already.
say. He wasted no time at all walking the direction I had come from, all but disappearing from my line of sight. Jason! Worry blooms into my chest as my thought tightens quickly. If it was a bear, was Jason even a match for it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's 8 feet tall.
After what feels like an eternity, I find myself shifting in place. I didn't want to wait anymore. I started to dart in that direction, and before I could get too far, I felt powerful hands grabbing my bicep in a sudden grip. I shriek, but Jason at this point is used to my jumpiness. This comes as no surprise to him by now. Still, it doesn't stop him from looking at me in concern. Jason, oh my god.
I'm starting to think we have a pattern here into each other.
The familiar feeling of warmth runs across my face, but I steady myself by breathing slowly instead. His hands hold my arms and make me feel safe, and calm comes easily because of it. I run a hand across my face, nervously, and nod with a crooked smile.
Oh, crooked smile. Yeah, me when I'm the crooked man. How come that's all we're doing is crooked smiles?
It happens, man.
I couldn't find any tracks or bear, so it might have been a trick of your mind. Did you eat okay?
As if
Or today?
on comedic horrible cue, my stomach growls softly between the spaces of silence.
No.
No.
Right. We'll wrap things up here and get some food.
Rent.
To you then, alright?
$4,000 a second.
Their rent? $4,000 a second. I'm a New Yorker. I got 4 roommates. 2 of them is rats. We eat pizza by the dollar every night. What is it? Their rent? $4,000 a second. Anyway, go ahead.
I don't know how you put up with me. There's a moment where his hands tense on me, his grip almost tightening in reassurance. As I look up to meet his eyes, crystal blue, soft. I feel my heart skip a beat.
Crystal blue.
Oh shit, I plugged my fucking headphones. Sorry for ruining the mood. Why are you always in the mood? It feels like I've done nothing but get myself into mess after mess since I stepped out of the cabin this afternoon. But he had taken all of my fumbling in stride. Even now, he looks at me. Even now, he looks at me. Like I couldn't possibly do anything wrong, and most definitely with newfound warmth.
That's what superheroes do, right? I have to take care of you. Let's wrap things up, alright?
I don't feel embarrassed. Shit on my phone. I don't feel embarrassed in the way that I smile or find comfort in his words. With a nod of my head, I take to pouring the oil into the bonfire, carefully lighting it ablaze with a lighter. I look at the sky, admiring the hues of pinks and blues that came with the sunset, and stole a glance over at the head counselor as I finished up my snack. Looks like everything is done.
Ooh.
By the time the sun had set, all the kids had taken to their tents, sleeping bags in their hand, and got to running around enjoying the activities of the night. I ducked back into the cafeteria to get the menu for the evening, something every child and even adults like myself would look forward to: fried chicken drumsticks, 3-cheese mac and cheese with a side of veggie fries. I don't know about those veggie fries part, but fried chicken and some mac and
Cheese.
chaz.
Throw that in a bread bowl and you said,
For dessert, Jason opted to vote for apple slices, but there was no moving me when it came to s'mores. It took some doing, but the night had gone so well. It was like he was willing to go along with whatever I recommended. I shouldn't let this get to my head, but I don't know. I think I like him a lot more than I realized. I paused in my walking, exhaling softly and smiling to myself, clutching the trays before looking out where Jason had been. A few children had gathered around him, watching with anticipation as he showed them the proper way to sharpen a stick to get them to roast their marshmallows on. Even with full bellies, the moment dessert was mentioned, they readied for more. It was adorable, seeing him mesh so effortlessly with the kids, especially given his age, sometimes brash temperament. Oh, especially given his age and brash temperament? Okay.
yeah, brash temperament. So, oh my god, why did they give Rack in this? Dude. Anyway, yeah, his brash temperament being he will kill you on sight.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
well,
I had what? Look at this art. Look at this fucking kid.
sorry. Oh man.
I head over, waiting until the kids were settled before breaking their concentration.
Look at us though, Batty with the long hair.
Drum roll? No drum roll, guys? I'm gonna have to eat this all on my own. This is all you.
Marshmallows! Gimme!
Can I have 2, 3? Please, come on. Chill.
I laughed a bit, feeling small hands tugging on my cargo shorts. I'm not wearing shorts in that picture. Feeling small hands tugging at my cargo shorts and pulling me off balance a bit. Once I gathered a crowd, I found my gaze traveling upward and locking eyes with the head counselor, who was giving me such a look, so new and intense. I thought my heart would fly out of my throat.
Yo,
I swallowed.
boobers in this pic, dude.
Put them away, slut.
Put them away, slut.
I swallowed, the tug of hands pulling me back to reality. I'll tell you what. The one who sits the most still and doesn't blink gets 3 marshmallows off the bat. Ready? It took a little effort to corral them all, but once the marshmallows went onto the sticks, once the marshmallows went onto the sticks, and the kids found their chocolate and graham crackers set up, I finally found time to sit down. An explosive, tired raspberry blew past my lips as I had my 5 marshmallows lined up, ready for building, when a shadow loomed overhead of me. My gaze looked upward, smirking as the head of the counselor took his seat beside me, eyeing my stick and its contents. I could sense the judgment. I built the first, placed the stick between my thighs, and popped it into my mouth to sign to him. What? Isn't 5... Oh,
Isn't 5 excessive?
never. It's hardly enough. You can't go camping without s'mores. It's practically illegal, you know? Jason rolled his eyes, building his own s'mores, sliding it beneath his mask, patting the crumbs off his shirt. I didn't notice the way his eyes lingered on my marshmallow
Off
collective.
his cleavage. Good.
My eyes lingered on his
Sorry.
cleavage. I didn't notice the way his eyes lingered on my marshmallow collective. Only on the day's happenings. And the kids conversing around the bonfire. He moved close, scooping up the melting marshmallow and brushing his hands across the top of his knee and thigh. I choked on the s'more, pounding my chest before swiveling my head to look at him, locking in another intense look once again, though this time he seemed perfectly aware of the effect his eyes had.
Yeah, well, I'm choking to death. Could have burned you, you know. Okay.
I looked at the paper plate he had offered me. There was a quick, but I was quick to return back to the crystal blue eyes of his. I chewed slower, blinking before looking away, shyly to chuckle. Once I was rid of the dessert in my mouth, I transferred the marshmallow onto the plate, signing with my free hand. Thank you. It's been a long time since I've enjoyed these. Maybe since the last time I was at camp myself.
This is my first time, actually.
Jason's first s'more? Yo!
What?
What? There's no way. If you grew up here, you had to have had the chance once or twice. Do you just not like them?
Oh, mommy didn't let me.
Mommy didn't let me. I had to work out. There's a moment of silence. There's a moment of silence the two of us share, and I feel my stomach knot because of it. He looks drawn to the bonfire, unmoved, when a few of the kids take to running down the trail. My brows knit tight in concern. Jason.
Can't even see your brows. I wasn't exactly popular with other kids. I was bullied often. It was easier to be by myself, be around other kids. Sometimes around the other counselors, it still feels that way. Stupid, considering I'm a grown man now. Oh well, I apologize. You didn't ask for a stop story. Yeah, sorry to trauma dump.
Sorry to trauma dump, babe, but wasn't popular. They threw me in the water.
Yeah. Threw me. Dock of shame.
Boat of losers.
There's
In an instant, I felt my heart sink like a ship. As I watch him now, the nonchalance in his admittance, I feel the urge rise up inside me. I could chase it, I tell myself, or I could let him be. Maybe he didn't need to be smothered. I didn't want him to feel I was pitying him, but what if...
Oh. Alright, here's a save point.
Yep.
Not cool, dudes.
I take a moment or two. What?
Which one did you do? I missed it.
Scoot closer.
Okay.
It takes a moment or two.
Your fingies together.
It takes a moment or two, but I follow my instinct and move a little closer, letting our thighs touch and letting my hand find the small of his back.
Oh, the
There's
big of his back.
Yeah. There's hesitation at first. When I get closer to him, I can see him tense up, expecting something abrupt, but all that melts away when my hand finds his back. Fingertips fan out against him, and I eventually find purchase at the collar of his shirt, rubbing small circles there.
What?
Jason, I had no idea. I don't know what to say.
There's nothing to say. It happened. But it's in the past. A long time ago in the past. If anything, it's taught me to stand up for myself.
I feel my jaw tighten and shake my head. It doesn't make it right, or take away from how you felt. Both then and now, you deserved better. Another long pause of silence, a look of disbelief before then canting his head to the side curiously.
You're probably the kindest person I've met in a long time, really.
Well, I don't know if that makes me really happy or really sad. Is it Kevin? You know I can put a couple millipedes in his bunk if he's being a pain to you. There was a laugh that erupts from him, shaking his head and trying to control it, but to no avail.
Hort.
Hort. There's a genuine warmth to it, and it's infectious. There's a few awkward hiccups here and there, but eventually I find himself once more. Weird.
Okay.
And gives me a good long once over.
Not so kind then.
I roll my eyes and rub my hands to show him in a show of theatrics, slicking my hair back a bit. It's Kevin. He brings out the evil Guacha.
Please. Evil? Hardly. Though now I'm not sure how I feel going on a date with Guacha's evil twin. Still, I enjoyed it. Is this a date?
Wait.
No, pause.
He said it was what?
What?
Yo!
Okay, listen, babe. The mask stays on during sex.
Yeah. That's
Please,
true.
you lift it. You have the option to lift it. If he doesn't kill you, you will die of fear.
He said it was what? I feel myself get lightheaded almost immediately, stammering aloud before smiling widely, the way one does when they're absolutely nervous as hell.
I hope you enjoyed it as much as I. He's not even gonna acknowledge it. He said, "This is a date. I have decided."
Of course I did. Jason nodded, slipping his hand free from my own and planting both of them on top of his knees. There's a look of relief in his eyes before playing off the nerves of admitting his scheme of isolating me on a date. He doesn't mind that the silence is a bit awkward. He's basking in the moment, all the same, of our shared enjoyment.
I'm glad, Guacha. I don't think I would have wanted to spend it with anyone else.
My hands rolled into the palms quietly. My hands rolled into the palms quietly as the night had gone on, and all while my eyes never once left Jason's form. I watched as he took to getting the kids tucked in, assuring them that whatever shadows that they had seen on the trail were just their imagination before sending them off to bed. And picking up the toys scattered marshmallow covered sticks to deposit them in the chipper. So it was an actual date. He called it a date. Instincts had my hand. Instincts had my hand slapping at my face, groaning when the familiarity of heat raced across my face. I drew my knees to my chest, huffing tiredly, as the entire day's activities were picked apart one by one, all circling back to him. Something inside me felt almost upset that this was a date, considering how deep I was in becoming. Surely a date would end in a kiss, wouldn't it? The mere thought sent my head spinning.
Oh yeah, I gotta kiss the dirty hockey mask.
He cleans it, bro, I'm telling you. I found myself ashamed. Jason wasn't someone that just ran ahead, kissing and sleeping with whoever he wanted. That was for stupid, insensitive dipshits like Kevin. Ugh, why is this so...
A monster! It's just the video of the dad cheering.
Oh! Of all the slashers we picked, Jason, it's the beta, and he's the only slasher in the game.
Yeah.
If I could, I would have picked the miner. Would have picked the miner.
Unfortunately. And we don't even know who all the two killers are gonna be yet, either.
I'll tell you who it's not gonna be.
Shun-Chi.
Or Candyman.
I know! So sick in the head. But anyway, yeah. I think I wasn't even sure if it was gonna be a full route, but this looks like Jason's whole route, so pretty cool.
The shriek almost sent me flying out of my skin. Standing upright so fast, I nearly felt all my weight topple over to the other side of the log. I
Go
found...
for him in that. Sorry, in that linked poll. Yeah, it's at the top of the comments in the blue. Maybe we could tip the scales. Who knows? Anyway, go ahead.
Hold on, I'm just fucking with shit right now.
Thank you, yo. In other news, we died twice trying to. So you can't die in this game.
I'm trying to figure out which one's my mic real quick. Hold on.
Bro.
Oh, that one's my mic.
Yeah, I can't believe Chucky is so low. Like, what do you mean, guys? Come on now. Let's be
All right,
real.
cool.
And you could also have like alternative costumes in this game. So like deadass, you could Chucky would be so versatile. You could do the doll, Charles, or
Nika.
Chucky. Like that'd be so delicious. But whatever.
Alright. The shriek almost sent me flying out of my skin. Standing upright so fast, I nearly felt all my weight topple over to the other side. Topple over the other side of the log. I found stability, funnily enough, in a child who tossed themselves into my arms. Tears and snot soaked the pant legs of my khakis. And before not my khakis. And before I could get a word out, the child gripped in fear at my shirt, pulling me down in a frenzy.
You had to come quick. I saw it by the lake. It almost ate my face off.
Hold on.
I mean, whimper.
Whimper. Alright. You gotta slow down, okay? Take a deep breath for me, okay? It took it took watching me to do it, but as I fell into a crouch and calmly held the child in place, breathing in deep for him to follow, he nodded in a pout and tried to stabilize his breathing. We repeated it. We repeated the process for a moment, and finally, after a couple of minutes, he was able to speak coherently past his hiccuping and nerves.
Todd and Maple dared me to throw a rock at it in the woods. I didn't think there was a monster, but I heard it. And it even took all of our sleeping bags.
Putting your whole pussy in that role.
Thank you. It's my Oscar.
But why aren't your sleeping bags in the tent, Marcus?
Yeah, Marcus. We wanted to wake up to the flying fish, so we were going to sleep by the river.
I nodded at the young boy. It might not have flown with Jason, Jason had he told him. But I could understand if anything. I rose to my feet and scooped the young boy into my arms carefully, turning to the woods with a big, heavy sigh. Jason was still gathering the other children at the entrance of the campsite, so I had to handle this on my own for now. Determination took over, and with a firm nod, I looked up at the boy, sniffling and rubbing his snot across my pajama sleeves. Ah.
Bro.
Alright, Marcus. You're gonna have to be brave for me, buddy. Can you tell me exactly where you and the girls saw the big monster? We have to get your sleeping bags back, okay?
But what if?
Hey, I won't let anything happen to you, okay? If you get scared, you run as fast as you can. I'll keep the monster distracted. I'm a camp counselor, so you know what that means. The boy shook his head, wearing his puppy dog eyes proudly. I smiled at him, wiping his tears, and curled my finger up. Curled with a curl of and wiped his tears with a curl of my finger to his cheek. I'm practically a superhero.
Like Mr. Voorhees?
Just like him.
But he's a lot cooler. He has more muscles
I told you my twink figure was gonna get me fucked up.
Yeah.
I should have had big voluptuous titties, bro.
I don't think it would have made a difference.
I felt myself deflate with a raspberry. Pursing my lips indignantly, kids really were cruel little assholes when they wanted to be. I thought to myself. I smile regardless, shaking my head a bit at the small boy. Maybe, but I am a lot faster. So you with me, Marcus? The young boy gave a nod, and I returned it with one of my own. With the child in my arms, we both began to head down the path, looking side to side through the tenebros, dark, the pines forming a sea of trees that felt as if they had gone on for miles and miles. I felt a shudder run down my spine at the idea of actually finding something lurking around in the woods, especially after all the stuff I heard today too. Jason had said he never found anything, but I found myself in disbelief even then. There was too much noise, too much rustling and displacement in the woods for there to have been nothing. We had been on the trail for some time, and after 15 minutes, give or take, we had heard it then. At the same time, the sound of something heavily breathing, snapping branches underfoot with the weight of its steps. On a knee jerk, I slapped a hand over my mouth, over the mouth of the young boy who was ready to scream, and threw us both behind the safety of a tree, sliding against it and falling into a crouch. I felt my throat lock up, sweating despite the cold of the late evening and feeling my heart hammering away in my chest. Okay, when I say run, you need to run. Okay, Marcus? Don't look back or stop. The boy nodded frantically, tears pricking his eyes again. As the sound of heavy footsteps came closer and closer, the more I listened, the more I recognized what creature it was. There wasn't a camper alive who didn't recognize the heavy growling of a grizzly. And when they had every right to be in the forest, it didn't make the fear of being attacked any better. They were still territorial, and they were camping in their backyard after all. My hand pats the ground, feeling for anything that could be used as a distraction. I finally found purchase against the heavy rock, swallowing another lump in my throat before peering around the trunk of the tree we both hid behind. At the sight of the lumbering massive shadow, I was quick to pitch a rock in the opposite direction of the camp, watching as the animal flinched and let out a ferocious roar into the night air. Color left my face, my body. If I had a mirror proper to see it, I imagined. But fortunately, I took off running in a direction of the noise. And it gave me enough time to push the young boy in the direction of the campsite. Go.
They need to fix the grammar so bad in this.
Yeah. Marcus wasted no time, nodding and whimpering as he ducked in and out of the tree line, disappearing into the night and towards the safety of the camp. My legs felt like jello. I rolled my head back, exhaling shakily as I opened my eyes and took in the shifting expanse of leaves the canopy provided. Okay, Guacha. We got two choices here.
Ah, shit. I don't know. The save.
All right. All right,
Okay,
campers.
Campers.
I read on a 4th grade level. Please put up with me. What are you feeling?
I don't know. So, what direction is the bear going in?
A direction.
I don't know. I guess go to the camp. See if we could get Jason to do it. Yeah.
I definitely can't handle a grizzly bear on my own. I need to let Jason know back at camp. It took some doing, but eventually I found the courage finally push myself up into a stand, peering around the tree trunk to see if I had caught sight of the creature. That massive shadow was nowhere in sight, a good sign to be sure, but I wasn't out of the woods yet. Ha ha ha.
La criatura.
La criatura, la criatura, la criatura. Maybe in a less stressful situation, I would have found it sort of funny in a redundant kind of way, but my mind was elsewhere. I started to follow along the same path Marcus had, holding my breath on and off, and looking behind me periodically until I felt the trail was safe enough to step onto to avoid snapping branches and foliage. As I continued walking up the path, looking between the spaces in the trees and the bushes, I began to notice a lot more destruction along the way. Claw marks raked across the bark of trees, scattered fabric materials stuck to the top of bushes and tangled in branches. I couldn't tell if it was my own hysteria starting to peak either, but I could have sworn at one point was that blood on the trees? Nope, time to go. Roar! Roar! Yep, time to go. There was no time to waste. The moment I heard a thud of heavy footsteps pulling my attention to the trees just to the right of me, I made contact with two big, shiny, dark eyes and found my feet picking up instantly. Fear guided me now, my lungs barely able to take in what little air I was bringing in with my frantic breaths. Dirt and debris kicked up. Dirt and debris kicked up, and I nearly toppled over more times than I could count as I raced ahead, pleading with whatever cruel god out there watching me struggle against the horrifying shadow racing alongside me in the dark with heavy thuds in the mud. Shit. Here it goes. I felt a foot catch on an uplifted root of a tree, tossing me across the gravel in a tumbling roll. I didn't have time to react to the cuts and scrapes, only just enough time to scramble into another solid force. One I could only assume to be the embrace of whatever demon animal was chasing me in the woods. My screams defended me, but instead of a hot searing pain in my arm, I only felt arms wrapping around me in a tight embrace, pulling me into a familiar feel of a broad chest and the smell of s'mores.
Nice.
Jason? The head counselor let out a heavy sigh of relief, powerful hands quick to grab and tuck me into his side before looking around, analyzing the forest around him.
He's holding us like a purse.
Yes. He's holding us like a skateboard.
Yeah.
I hadn't noticed the machete clutched in his hand until he was pulling it up, jerking his head around to follow the rustling all around us, closing in fast. Over there, Jason. He was guided by my hand gripping his shirt, spinning with me tight in his grip. He literally is. Spinning with me tight in his grip, palming in anticipation. There's a low growl and sound of hurried footsteps. Then nothing. The forest fell silent. I couldn't keep the tears at bay any longer. I buried my face into the counselor's shirt, shaking my head to let him know that the threat was gone. Maybe it was too much, but in a moment, where was I? But in the moment, all I could do was wrap my arms around him, pulling him into a hug. After a few moments, I could feel him returning it, followed by the clambering sound of a machete falling unceremoniously onto the dirt path. Wow.
Nice.
I gasped, allowing him to lift me off the ground a bit. From the strength of his embrace, I gasped, allowing him to lift me off the ground a bit from the strength of his embrace, but I couldn't deny the comfort or joy I felt, knowing he was there, protecting me and recognizing my own fear. I'm sorry, Jason. I shouldn't have run. I'm stupid. I'm really stupid. Damn it. There was a silence between us both for some time, but after a while he pulled away and dropped to a knee to provide a more amicable height.
Oh?
I flicked away the hot tears streaking my face and let out a long exchange of. And after a long exchange of glances, he signed to me.
I won't let anything happen to you. Even if I can't see it, I'll be there to keep you safe. Just like you did for young Marcus.
I smiled at him, chuckling and nodding as I inhaled the last. I inhaled my tears. As I inhaled the last of my tears, swallowing my anxieties until they disappeared. I looked back I looked back to the mess behind me, Jason following my gaze.
The kids are already talking about a like monster tearing up the forest. I'll wake up another counselor to join us and stay up to watch the tree. But I don't want to be there. I don't want there to be any unfounded rumors.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm sorry, Jason.
Jason does not know the word unfounded.
Jason also doesn't know sign language, but we let that fly.
Yeah, listen. I can only suspend my disbelief for so much.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He shook his head and pulled me in once more for an embrace. He didn't hesitate. He didn't feel awkward or distant. This was warm. He didn't flinch when I wrapped my arms back around him, and I felt eternally grateful for that. Let's head back. I think I need another s'mores. Oh, no!
No, that's it! Aw. We didn't even bang! Or kids.
I gots to get on this list.
Soft release for a session. Wow.
Thank you for playing the soft release for a slasher dating simulator. A huge shout out to the supporters helping fund the production. We hope you enjoyed this short experience. Short, bro. This was 2 hours.
Yeah, I was just about to say, this was pretty long. This must be only like half of the story.
God
Damn.
damn. They got me
Oh,
fucked
shit.
up.
Hey.
Big voluptuous titties on lock.
Anyway, follow at @SlasherSim on Twitter.
Please go
Go
follow.
ahead.
Yeah, please go follow at /sim. This game is goofy. Grammar needs to be worked on.
Yeah.
Spelling
But it is a
errors.
soft release, so maybe we'll get some cool other.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah,
All right. What do we do now?
I don't know. What you want to do?
I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that was cool though. I liked it.
I got a good bit of enjoyment.
Just the right amount of cheese.
It has what?
It has the right amount of cheese to
Oh,
it.
dude, it's corny as fuck.
So-
It's corny as hell.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I hope they also add some more sprites. You know, for Jason and stuff,
Yes.
or each of the killers.
Look at your DMs. This is what my friend saw when I called.
Okay. Disgusting things.
It's funny.
All right, well, we can call it for now, unless you want to play something else.
I don't know what to play, really.
All right,
Kind of just in the mood to chill.
cool.
All right. We're gonna
This will be it then.
Yeah.
Short stream.
short stream. Not the typical Guacha Sai 5 to 7 hour stream that you
Yeah,
used
my
to.
God.
Dude, our Saints Row streams got ridiculously long.
They sure did. Most of the sessions were like 5 hours,
Oh,
and we
real
were just dicking around.
real quick question. Can you guys see stream number 70? Is it viewable? Are you able to see it? Are you able to watch it?
I don't think they'll be able to.
I gots to know.
Kind of got blocked in every country. Nope. That's crap.
Oh man.
Man,
That shit got blocked everywhere.
It sure did get yeeted by copyright.
Damn, sigh.
I wonder what song broke the camel's back.
Would you like to see the list?
Yeah.
Let me see if there's anything that if I show will like put me in danger.
Bet.
I'm curious. I'm curious. Is there anything that if I showed this, will I be put in danger? Hold on. Oh, close. Whoa. Bro, can I see my audience's genders and stuff?
Cool.
Okay, guys, looking at my content, it says about 7.9 of you are not subscribed.
Please.
We don't have enough demographic data to get genders.
God, when will we unlock the gender?
Bro, I'm at 10K impressions.
Hey,
I don't know what that means.
good.
I don't know what that means, but I'm at like 10K impressions.
Like your videos, either I don't know if it means like watched or like your thumbnails or have been seen. But yeah, it's like how many people have seen your videos, whether they pop up in search algorithms or not.
So 10K impressions, 10.3K. 53.9% from YouTube recommending my content.
Yeah.
Let's go. And
Pretty cool.
that is in the last 28 days.
Wow, and you're really getting it up there then.
My impression is 31. My all-time impression is 31K. So a lot more impression in the past month. Like that's like a third of it.
Yeah.
I can do math. I know it's a little
Great.
crazy. My top videos are that Overwatch one is so funny, dude. I can't believe it's fucking banned. All right. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Partially blocked through copyright claim. I'd like to see the details, please. Is there anything here that will get me in hot water? Nope, we're good. So if I share my screen right here for you, and then I open it up over here, we are going to have a look at what got me blocked.
Alright.
It's always fun looking at why I'm getting my shit blocked. So here we go. We're looking at. Oh yeah, whoops.
Okay.
We got a.
Man,
we got
Jesus.
We got a handful of songs.
No wonder it got
Found it. This is it. Of course. It's from an anime. It was a song from an anime. That's what's causing the video not to be seen.
Oh my fucking god, that's hilarious.
I wanted. There's nothing I could do. They snagged like a 4-minute clip on behalf of Aniplex. Yep.
Aniplex.
There it is. And here's where it is blocked. United States, Canada.
It's everywhere.
And here.
Oh god.
It's quite funny. It's quite funny. I get a good hee hee ha ha out of it. But it is what it is.
Man,
I stream the music.
Yeah.
Am I gonna laugh? Abso-fucking-lutely. I think it's hilarious.
That's still tragic though. Tragic.
Tragedy.
Our terrible losing streak in Overwatch on demand.
Let's keep that. Let's keep it blocked. Then I'm not gonna dispute it or anything.
Yeah, do it.
Nah, I'm good. That losing streak is dreadful.
I have mine archived anyway.
Oh no.
It's not. It's not public. I just throw them on my VOD channel in private so I could edit them later, which I probably will never do. But if I were to upload them, I need to add censor bars to things.
Oh, like what?
Like either PlayStation showing that real name thing.
You need to
Or,
just
like-
change your name.
I did. But before, I mean,
Yeah.
and whatever else. Whatever I don't want stream to see, you know?
Yeah, no, I get that.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us and checking out this slasher dating simulator.
Yes, thank you for hanging out, guys. Be sure to go vote if you haven't voted and get Chucky and Candyman up there. They need to be.
Please. We need to tip the scales.
But we'll catch you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.